My name is Keith.
And I'm Felicia.
And we love Albuquerque.
We love food.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's hot.
We're on a mission to find some of the most delicious
and unique foods the Duke City has to offer.
Follow us as we discover some of the most
enchanted foods of ABQ. Sweetheart, I know you love chili, tacos, and all that delicious New Mexican food, right?
I love that stuff.
I know, but today I want you to try something a little bit different. So I brought you to the heart of Nob Hill so you could try something authentic and innovative. I'm talking about Korean fusion.
Ooh, that sounds good.
All right, so let's try some at Soo Bak Seoul Bowl. We are here at Soo Bak Seoul Bowl with John, the owner. Hello, John.
How's it going, guys? Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks for having us. Can you tell us a little bit about Soo Bak Seoul Bowl?
Yeah, so Soo Bak actually means watermelon in Korean. So it's kind of our ode to the Sandia Mountains and connection to the community. What we do here is Korean fusion. So we kind of Korean flavors that I grew up eating, kind of melding that with local flavors to kind of bridge the gap and have Burqueños try, Korean food for the first time.
How did it all start?
Yeah, so I always wanted to have a restaurant growing up. Korean mother, being a chef is, you don't do that. So, I went to college, have a degree, but, always had my passion behind it. So I started with the food truck, did the whole brewery scene, a couple lunch spots, Sandia Labs, UNM Hospital building. And in June of 2019, we opened up here. So all my inspiration for the Korean food is basically just what I remember eating as a kid. So I had my Korean grandmother live with us for 2 years, and she would tend to the garden. And then I would go home from school, and she would make 8 new dishes every day.
What is the base of it? For New Mexican food, it's like rice and beans, meat. What is Korean food?
So first, when Korean food is kimchi, fermented kimchi, usually the common one, snap a cabbage, but there's 1,000 different types of kimchi, soy pickles, fresh kimchi, or definitely aged kimchi. And then second would probably be the barbecue. So the barbecue meats, kind of standard barbecue tables like you'll see in traditional Korean restaurants. So we kind of bring those barbecue flavors into tacos, into the bowls as well.
I think we should try some food.
Awesome, sounds great.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. One of my favorite things about Korean food is look at all the color, all the texture,
all
colorful. The ingredients. There's so many ingredients.
So we have the Soo Bak bowl, which is our classic mixed rice bowl. Bibimbap means mixed rice, so it has our barbecue beef, bunch of veggies.
Bibimbap.
Say that 3 times fast.
Bibimbap, bibimbap, bibimbap. All right, let's try this. I love how the yolk just breaks right into it. Get some beef, edamame.
Dang, that was a big bite. Is it spicy?
No.
Okay, let's see.
It's perfect. It's got a little kick, but there's so much flavor. From the moment you start your bite to the moment you swallow, and even thereafter.
That meat's a little crispy. It's good.
There's texture from the bean sprouts. Super rich and packed with flavor. Dang.
And then we also got our sesame noodles, so gluten-free, plant-based, vegan, lots of fresh veggies, and a dark soy sauce.
It's so colorful. Those noodles are good.
This dish tastes super healthy.
Yeah, really healthy. If you're looking for something healthy, definitely try this dish. Actually, everything here. Everything's filled with vegetables. It's colorful.
One appetizer is going to be our kimchi fireball, super spicy, rice, cheese, jalapenos.
Wait, when you say spicy, on a scale of 1 to 10?
So I would just say we just call everything fire. So if you eat fire here, it's going to be spicy.
Here we go. We got fire. Cheers. I already regret that.
Really?
Let me taste. I'm already sweating.
Okay, here we go.
We ain't got no hair and makeup.
Get some fire.
This front of the mouth's hot, right? You feel it right here?
It's spicy, but it's not that bad.
I'm a wimp. My lips are on fire.
I think it's spicy, but the flavor is definitely there. It's good, it's not overwhelming, and it's nice and crispy and crunchy, and the texture inside is nice and soft. It's delicious.
And super moist.
You are sweating.
Speaking of moist, look at my forehead. Hey, what's the next step for Soo Bak Seoul Bowl, ideally in life? Like, let's say a year, 5 years from now, like, where do you see it all
We
going?
just released a new menu, and then so we're adding more kind of seasonal stuff. So you guys are going to try some of the seasonal stuff. Bigger plan, broader plan. A couple years, you know, we'd like to open up a second place, focusing on our ribs, our barbecue, and our fried chicken. These are going to be our new specials. So we have our Korean cauliflower. So we make our own Korean wing sauce. Toss the double fry the cauliflower on top of some local bread with honey butter.
Damn.
Oh my God. That's so good.
That is so good.
It's fried to perfection. The flavor is so powerful. Like, it's so delicious. It's spicy, but it's not too spicy.
It hits you right in the palate, but not too much.
And then a couple of our kimchi samplings. So we have the Napa cabbage and then our fresh cucumber. Our Napa cabbage is probably aged. That one's probably aged like 2 weeks right now. So you get a little bit of that funky fermentation part of it.
John said that he's got a whole sampler of kimchi, but here we're trying 2.
We got bok choy, we got cucumbers, a little bit of everything. All right, right on. Let's try it. It packs so much flavor into these vegetables.
I've never really eaten kimchi, and this is delicious.
I've never had such flavorful vegetables in my life.
This is my favorite. So we have corn and cheese fritters with our kimchi slaw and then our barbecue ribs, and we make the house-made barbecue sauce with it.
We got cornflower cakes and Korean barbecue ribs.
I've never heard of cornflower cakes. Have you?
I hope I'm saying that right. That's right, right? Cornflower cakes. Cheers.
Definitely full of corn. Cheers. Whoa.
Nice. It's sweet. It's crunchy. It's. What else would you just. It's got the perfect
Freaking
texture.
amazing. It's so good. I never had anything like this before. It's almost like a dessert. All right, ready to dig in these ribs?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
How shall we?
I think we just go for it.
Okay, I'll try that last.
These ribs are so different than any other kind of ribs that I've tasted. I'm so used to like Southern style ribs, and they have a different like twang to them.
I love how tender, how moist it is on the inside. It's super rich in flavor, and it's got this crisp on the outside. This like caramelized.
Yeah, it's kind of caramelized. That's a good way to put it. I would highly recommend them.
Those are incredible.
Thank you so much for bringing me here. I never thought that we would have Korean food in Albuquerque. This is delicious, it's flavorful, it's colorful. Definitely come check out Soo Bak Seoul Bowl.
Some of the best Korean food I've ever had.
Bye. And a big thank you to the restaurants for participating in Season 2 of Enchanted Foods of ABQ.
Absolutely, and a huge thank you to the city of Albuquerque and the virtual Visionaries program. Without you, this would not be possible.
And a really big thank you to our crew. We love you. Without you, we couldn't make Season 2.
And last but not least, thank you to the community of Albuquerque for supporting and shopping local.
And that's a wrap on Season 2
of Enchanted Foods of ABQ. Cheers.
Cheers.
I love you.
I love you.
Sopapilla.